It's a top 15 matchup with added intrigue because the two power players in the sport, the Big Ten and the SEC, alive with conference supremacy at play. Welcome, the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 10 team of the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here's the handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over. Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And there's the handoff. Sends right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
To throw, it's Russell. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. Here he goes. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. Play action here on first down. On the move now. First play taking a deep shot. The ball is picked off. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
That's caught. It's Hale.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Offense getting set. It's second down. 1 one man at the backfield. He'll get the football. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Scanning the field. It's Russell. Defense is coming after him. Swarmed to the pass rush. A sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. He make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be first down there.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Lets it go quickly. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Hand it off. They make the stop, but it'll be first and 10 now from the 18.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
The defense, I think, sensing some urgency in this red zone. First down play, good job of pressuring the quarterback, pushing him back, and putting him in a tough spot now on second down.
Dropping back, it's Russell. He escapes the pocket. He's going to put it down and run. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of play.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And they punch it in, third and goal on the 12th play of this drive. Buying time, moving to his left. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, tied. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Getting set. Here's second down. Here comes a handoff. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here,
looking for a deep completion. And it's caught inside the 15, still running. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down in great scoring position. One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Peoples. Brought that at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He keeps it on the design run. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Hale. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Makes the catch. It's Adams. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. The pass rush closing in. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks loose at the 40. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Bama. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And now the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Running out of time in the pocket. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
It's a shotgun run pull. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Short throw complete to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And that sets up a return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's going to finally head out of bounds. You talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. To the air, it's Russell. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. That is broken up and incomplete.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him and makes a heck of a play.
Grab down the middle. It's Pale. Brought down, but the game moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 1st and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Pale. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Bringing pressure. He cannot escape. It's a sack. So here they come on fourth and long, trying to overcome that crucial sack on third down. This won't be easy. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. On the move now. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. When he steps out of bounds at the 15, that's when they'll start the drive. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. To throw, it's St. Clair. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
On the run, it's Peoples. First down and more. He's still running. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Way too much speed on that play.
Well, it's just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Riley. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Offense will keep it on the ground here. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The pocket breaking down. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Throws it to the right. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. Pulls it in. It's Adams. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Moving to a bunch formation. A quick throw out left, complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To pass. It's Russell. He escapes the pocket. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Quarterback drops back, makes the throw across the middle of the field. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's intercepted. Trying to fire it into a tight window. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Solid game, moves the ball to the 43.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Oh, and it's dropped. Nearly intercepted by an excellent defender. Don't see that very often.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. QB keeper all the way. Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now.
I think it says a lot about this coach's confidence that he has in his team, that he sticks to running the football on 4th down. You know, a lot of teams, they might try to get cute. pull out a special play that they've been practicing for weeks. Not this guy. He just line up, run the ball, and pick it up.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important second down play coming up.
You got two. One.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Touchdown, Ohio State. Look out, whole different game now. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out. It's Hale. Stopped at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day. That is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. It's out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you've got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Bring it down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, But with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Throwing off play action. Quick throw to his receiver. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly down the field here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. No huddle now for the offense. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Graham. Now play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24. The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Dropping back. It's St. Clair. Pressure is coming. He's hit just before the throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Moves out of the pocket. Deep shot toward the end zone. And the 4th down pass is incomplete, but there is a flag. This is a big call. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Leaning on the run game here. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. 2nd down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Jacobs. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear. Past the 10. Touchdown. Tied. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19.
27 jump. Base 27 jump. Darts. Stand.
Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. So the offense obviously declines that penalty, and the defense and the touchdown will stand. Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to create better field position. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Receivers are bunched together. Off the play fake on first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they get a chance to get right back in the game.
Looking deep for late game heroics. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Scanning the field. It's St. Clair. Looking for a late deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there. Great start to the drive, but now back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw yet again. He's running out of time here. Took contact on the throw.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Defense is coming after him. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for us here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on the sack.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the 4th quarter.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for his back. The sure hands. It's Riley. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. That was crucial, Kirk. Barring something crazy, that should be enough to secure a mild upset in this early season showdown game.
On paper, this looked like an upset, but they sure carried themselves out there tonight like they were favored. Still a long way to go, still can get better, but possibly this football team could make a run in the postseason.
Turns it loose downfield. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work.
And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Bama.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And the defense signals time here with just 13 seconds left on the clock. What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? Receiver in motion now. And the quarterback dropping back. On the move now. And he makes the grab. A successful two-point try, and they bump the lead up even more.
And makes the score now about 50. Ohio State 28.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Looking for a late, deep throw. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this time it's complete. So they make the tackle what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0.